All right, everybody pull out your calculators real quick. 18 months create $400,000 worth of value, about 30%.
The price changes based on who your tenant is and what they can pay. Small owner that's not playing in that space and doesn't know that world is gonna completely miss out.
And then in 18 months, we're gonna look at doing a cash out refinance, and our new value is gonna be $35 million. And so within 18 months, we're gonna have created almost $1 million worth of value simply by going to the tenants within the first couple of months that we're there and executing this business plan.
He's also being conservative, right?
All right, so the current NOI is $135,000. What we're gonna be able to do over the first 12 to 18 months is we're gonna be able to go into this property and increase the NOI to up to about 176,000. Now, the way that we're gonna do that is we're gonna pass back, well, first of all, the seller kept these tenants on annual leases. He claims that he did this because he wants to increase the rents every single year. Well, that can be accomplished without an annual lease, but that also gives us the ability to go in and change the terms of these leases the day that we buy it. So that's good for us. If they were locked into these leases for 5 more years, we wouldn't really be able to increase the rents year one like we're able to now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass back the taxes, the insurance, and the expenses that the owner is currently paying for that the tenant should be paying for. We're also gonna increase the rents $1 per square foot per year, which is going to increase the annual income.
And one of the things, so when we go in there and we increase the rents, we're also gonna do certain things to the property that the tenants feel good about. So we're gonna do some things to the signs, make the signs look nicer. We're going out there in 2 weeks. Chick-fil-A corporate is a tenant here. That's a huge win for us. We're like, that's great. So there's good tenant base, but we're not just coming in and saying, hey, we're the new owners, here's the new rent. We're going in there with something that we're also giving them in return for that.
Our partner Jason, as most of you know who are investing in the PACE deal with us, he has a lot of experience with strip malls and shopping centers, and so he's already working national tenants to come in and be tenants for the PACE deal. Like he's gonna get I don't know if you saw that, but he's gonna get Battery Plus to come in, be a tenant. They want 2,000 square feet.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge win, right? So to the team and to having partners, our partner on that deal is the vice president of leasing at Emily. All he does is retail leasing at a high level. So there's gonna be a tremendous amount of value that he's gonna be able to bring. These guys, they know national tenants, who needs to be where, what can they pay, what stores do they open. And it's really interesting in commercial, brokers are always like, David, you call me, right? And I got some land. Hey, I'm working with Buffalo Wild Wings. The price, I'm telling you, this is real. The price changes based on who your tenant is and what they can pay. They literally think through that, and they know what people can pay. So Jason can figure out what can Battery Plus pay, what do they typically pay, and a small owner that's not playing in that space and doesn't know that world is gonna completely miss out on every opportunity that exists within that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Hey, KW is a great company, but we got KW paying us some rent.
This is an old picture.
Oh, not anymore?
Not anymore, but the rent would go up quite a bit for them. All right, everybody pull out your calculators real quick. I want to show you how we're going to add value to this property and how much value it's actually going to add. We're actually buying this property, of course, like we're telling you guys, below market value, but it has a lot to do with where the market is at today and where interest rates are at today. But PACE Florida, this is all the research that we had to do the moment we got under contract and a little bit prior. PACE Florida traditionally trades at a 7.5 cap, give or take. We're buying it at a 9.3 cap. So can y'all tell me the purchase price simply by knowing our NOI and buying it at a 9.3 cap? Shout it out to me real quick.
Who's got it? First one, come on.
9.3. What was it back here? Yep, 1.45 we're buying it for, 1.45 million. And so as we go in and we raise the rents to 176,000 over the first 18 months, give or take, just assume that we have to sell it at a 9.3 cap. But in 18 months, if we sold this property at a 9.3 cap and our NOI was raised to 176,000, what is the new value?
1.89, yeah, 400,000.
All right, so boom. Within 18 months, create $400,000 worth of value, about 30% increase based on the current value. Now, do it again in 18 months. If the market goes back to a 7.5 cap, what's the value of the asset? 176,000 divided by 0.075.
2.34, yeah.
2.34 million. So we buy it for 1.45. Over 18 months, all we do is go to the tenants and say, hey, you guys are now going to be responsible for your expenses. Your rent's going to increase a little bit like this. We're going to come in and add value to the property and fix it up and make sure that your customers and everybody is having a good experience here. Make sure the property looks better. We're going to make this sign look better. We're going to add value to you. And then in 18 months, we're going to look at doing a cash out refinance, and our new value is going to be around 2.35 million. And so within 18 months, if the market gets back and interest rates drop down a little bit, we're going to have created almost $1 million worth of value simply by going to the tenants within the first couple of months that we're there and executing this business plan.
And that's, he's also being conservative, right? Like 7.5 is the actual current cap rate, right? So if the market changes, it might go to 5.5, 6. That even goes higher. And so what's important is obviously there's work. We got to go out there. We got to talk to these tenants. That's kind of fun, first of all. We're getting all this market knowledge. But the work to make this money is on the deal finding. That's where the money is made, right? We're not, like you said, we're not going over there and working on this every day, spending 5 hours a day over there, anything like that. We're on a couple phone calls. We're negotiating. We're sending emails. And the value is being created out of basically the power of real estate and knowledge.
Yep, that's it. Everybody understand how we added value there and how we made $1 million within 18 months? Really made $1 million within a few days.
We would make more than that too, right? Because we'd be cash flowing the whole time.
Yeah.
We'd be making money monthly on top of that.
Yeah.
And if we sold it, we would do a 1031 exchange, avoid the taxes, flip it into a bigger deal, keep going.
Cool. And that's just one way, right? Same thing with single family homes or duplexes or quadplexes. How much are we going to be able to add value to this property? And that's a huge factor that you want to add into it. If the value's already been added, then what's the upside, right? Unless you're buying it far below market value, then it doesn't necessarily need a whole lot of value add potential if you're taking advantage of that by buying it at such a low price where that's where you're capturing the value.
Hey, Robert, real quick, just do $1 out of 7 cap. How much value does that bring in? If you add $1, just to simplify it, right? Every $1 that we increase the rent, we get $14 in value. $1, $14. $100, $1,400 in value, right? 10,000 and so on. I mean, it's really a beautiful thing.
So we're really excited about that one. And, you know, if we're buying it and the value or the rents were already at 176 and they were maxed, you know, we would just have to go with the market as time goes on. But we're able to come in and add an extreme amount of value to our income statement and our NOI by executing that business plan.